it's because of all of the stuff that we've lived through, or just who we are as a generation. But I will tell you, children and young adult literature from the millennial area, we read some dark shit. I'm not sure I realized it until recently. My kids are pretty young. They're 5, 4, and 3, okay? And I'm just starting to read them Magic Tree House, which is wonderful. So I'm not part of the age category that I'm talking about, but I'm in a mom's group for my local community. And in this mom's group, a mom posted, and she said, I need to get in touch with the honors English teacher from this school. The reading material for the summer, I just don't feel is age appropriate for my child, and I don't really want her reading it. Which is totally fine. You parent your child however you want. I'm kind of against banning books for kids, but I'm nosy and I was curious. So I posted in the comments and I said, what's the book? I'm curious. What's the book that you don't want your 8th grader to read this summer? And the mom responded very politely and she said, The Hunger Games. I just don't really think that some of the themes in Hunger Games are what I want my child reading. And I didn't say anything because it's not my place, but the literary side of me was kind of taken aback. Like, The Hunger Games? Why would you not want your kid to read The Hunger Games? That is a major coming of age story. What? What's wrong with The Hunger Games? A few days later, I'm having dinner with my best friend from college who's a 9th grade English teacher, and she's an English education major, and I was a writing major, so obviously we spend a lot of our time with our noses in books. And I asked her, I said, hey, Liz, from your professional standpoint, why would The Hunger Games not be appropriate for an 8th grader? Why would a parent think The Hunger Games isn't something that they would want their child to be reading? And she goes, oh, I don't know. Those are great coming of age books. Let's think about the themes, young adult, dystopian fiction. You've got government overreach. You've got some very age appropriate, romance and tension and those types of things happening. And then she stops and she looks at me and she goes, oh, well, children being selected at random to murder each other as a spectator sport is a little bit dark. I'm like, oh, yeah, that is a bit dark. Like, we literally glossed over the entire main plot point of the book, which is children murdering each other. Like, we read this when we were kids and we were like, whatever, that's normal. However, I suppose when you're the generation that was reading Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events in like 3rd and 4th grade, children being kidnapped, maimed, and murdered is really not super disturbing. But that's another story for another day.